Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about John Doe. It is an American series of one season of 21 episodes, created by Brandon Camp and Mike Thompson, and aired between September 20th, 2002 and April 25th, 2003 on the Fox network. It is the story of a man who wakes up naked, with no memory of who he is or his past, but he is able to answer every possible and imaginable question about human knowledge. He ends up with the authorities, who will name him John Doe, like unidentified people in the United States. He is played by Dominic Purcell. They set out to find his past, while helping the people they meet on his path, mainly the police with Lieutenant Jamie Avery and Inspector Frank Hayes, who are played by Jane Brooke and John Marshall Jones. His assistant is Karen Kowalski, played by Sprague Grayden, and he makes a very good friend in the person of Digger, played by William Forsythe, who owns a bar in town. John has other peculiarities. In addition to knowing everything, he does not see the colors except in certain situations that he does not understand. He has a very strong claustrophobia, and he has a strange mark on his chest. For the pilot of the series, which did not air, the actors were different. Elizabeth Lackey, who played Lieutenant Jamie Avery, Azura Skye played Karen Kowalski, and rock musician Meat Loaf played Digger. Only Dominic Purcell and John Marshall Jones kept their roles. In episode 4, we can note a beautiful script error. John introduces Hayes to Digger, as they have already met in episode 3. Actress Sprague Grayden, who played Karen Kowalski, should not have died on the show, but she refused to reprise her role, ending her contract. The production found itself forced to have its character die while in a coma. From there, I'm going to spoil the ending, but since it didn't air, it's not spoiler. The creators of the series, Brandon Camp and Mike Thompson, revealed what would have happened. So, the series was originally planned to have 3 seasons. Season 2 would focus on John and his past, and also Digger's implications for the Phoenix organization. These last 2 would have been the co-founders of the organization and therefore knew each other before John woke up naked on an island, and in the third, he would have tried to stop the experiments of the organization by using all his capacities to the maximum. These famous abilities would have come to him from the fact that he died following a boating accident. It marks on the chest would simply be due to a part of the boat in the imagination of the series. When one dies, one obtains all the knowledge of God. It was on the near-death experience that the organization was researching. They killed John, then they brought him back to life to get all the knowledge. The organization would be divided into 2 groups linked to the Vatican. One wants to protect John Doe, because for them, he is the Messiah returned to Earth, and the other just wants him dead, for good. And at the end of the 3rd season, we would have learned that Digger was not the real Digger, but a man who pretended to be him by taking his physical appearance. There are still plenty of holes to fill. Alas, that will never happen. The series is definitively abandoned, in spite of the petition of the fans and the team who protested against its stop. Nothing worked, even if it worked well in France. The announcement of the so-called film, produced by M6, to conclude the story, got lost in the limbo of layman's. You will have to be satisfied with what I have told you. I specify that there is also the actor Dominic Purcell, who gave his version of the end. This one, I included it in my explanations. Hope you understood. So, obviously, since it's a series that didn't work in America, there aren't a lot of merchandise, or toys, or anything. You will have to settle for the series. It has not been released on DVD or Blu-ray. The first 10 episodes are available in French on YouTube at the time I'm making the video, and are available in full in English for those who. Danny Lux composed the music for all 7 episodes. There's some music from the band Coldplay in the soundtrack, and some other bands have also been included like Lunatic Calm and the Mooney Suzuki, but it is not for its music that the series marked us. It was a very good series and, as usual, the Americans didn't like it. So they stopped him and didn't even give him a proper ending. Like many others, I liked the plot. It started really well. It really deserves an end, but hey, that's how it is. I hope you liked the video, and that you understood my explanations on the end, which is full of holes, which we will have to fill with our imagination. Otherwise, don't forget the YouTube stuff, ABO, thumb, com, it helps the channel. And otherwise, this video is quite short. but it's mainly to explain the end of the series. Many don't know it, didn't have to look for it, and, well, that's it, it's done. You know it. Otherwise, see you later for another video. Bye bye.